The second half then, just getting going. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He is through here. Saliba did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And they're quick. And a chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. And he shoots! And now a sudden chance to counter. That looks a good ball through. Rummenigge gets into a good position. Mbappe opts for safety. Matheus Cunha. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Makelele has created 1 goal already. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And Gabriel. Passes short and sharp. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Šeško pinches it off him. Nedved running with the ball. Nedved. Seedorf. Back when it goes. Seedorf! Played out to the right. Albert Ferrer. Gabriel. Makelele. Bruno Fernandes. Now Mbappe. Nedved can so cleverly bypass the press. Albert Ferrer. Back into the middle. Seedorf. And it's Seedorf. Seedorf cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Shot a goal! No mistake! And the comeback is complete!
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Substitution on the field. Mbappe. Bruno Fernandes.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Rafael Leao. Makelele. Pass somewhat off target, and he's managed to get free.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Oh, well played, well played.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Neymar. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And this is Ronaldo. And this is... There's the shot! Off the post! Should have equalised.
Well, you'd really expect him to hit the target from there.
Not the most convincing of passes. Vietnam have a free kick.
Substitution in progress.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Now, can they get him away? Mohamed Salah receives it in a wide position, and that is expertly dealt with. Neymar, it's Neymar! Messi.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Shifted it to the flank. Mbappe is in a really good position out wide. Albert Ferrer. Vietnam close now to seeing this one through to the end. Takes a shot! And he hits the net! Dying minutes, and we're all square again! And that's it. That was always inevitable.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Oh, what a climb! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Aims beyond the defence. And the shot! Oh, that's incredible! And that may just do it! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
And that will be the final act. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We have already started here.
Well, it's safe to say, Peter, we're in the presence of defensive royalty here.
And so what is it that makes Paolo Maldini so regal?
Well, I think the fact that he almost never had to make a tackle says it all. He just doesn't need to. With him, it's all about anticipation, positioning, and reading the game superbly.
He gets big! There it is!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
So, a breakthrough already. Now, what about a counter-attack? Nedved picks it up out wide, and he's managed to get free. Šeško, distributed tidily. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That pass has been well intercepted. Looking tidy in possession here. Beckham gets into some space.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Chance, surely! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And now they can spring out of defence. He's got away. Can he finish?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Vieira. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Collar finds himself offside.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Makaleli. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Now that looks a decent ball. And he passes it long. Pass somewhat off target. Well read, nice interception. Nedved in acres of space out wide. Albert Ferrer, and he's gone long. Vieira, and he's had it nicked away. Makaleli, Matheus Cunha, looking to play him in. Now it's Beckham, tries to play it through. Oh, good, and the shot! Cross deflected behind for a corner. It's their second corner of the game. And he'll shoot here! Off the post!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Vieira. Played out towards the right wing, and that's aimed into the middle. Shot at goal! And it's in! Costa Curta. Matheus Cunha. Oh, that's well spotted. Albert Ferrer. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And Makaleli. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Beckham. And now the breakaway. Great ball if he can get there. Nedved. Beckham. An instinctive delivery. That's a decent clearance. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Makaleli.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Played back in. That's a good ball out wide. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Knocks it out wide. Mbappe. Nedved can so cleverly bypass the press. Face to face with the keeper. He's had a shot! He scores! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
He won't be happy with that one.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Šeško. Cristiano Ronaldo.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And there is the half-time whistle. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Vietnam really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team. I expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Substitution.
Here we go again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Matheus Cunha. Oh, he's found support out wide. That's very neat. And the shot! He's beaten the... And it's in! And he is away! The launch of a brand new hero. Albert Ferrer duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got a
chance for a shot! And yes, it's there! They have come roaring back!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here. Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Tries a shot! He's got a goal! And they get themselves in front! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Bullish header! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Back into the middle. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Aims beyond the defence.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get...
He's gone for goal! Just wouldn't stay down for him.
Well, the invitation was there, so he was right, in my opinion, to take it on. Alas, it was a technical flaw.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Beckham gets into a good position. Looking for the run. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Matheus Cunha. It's a good spell of possession, this. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Nedved. Vieira. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Gullit was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Spread it left. Played back in. Played out wide. Gullit. And he was quick to react. Šeško under intense pressure.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Nicely spread. Takes a shot! It's and again! And the lead stays intact, just.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
Substitution on the field.
It might not be such a bad idea playing this short into feet.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. Now it's Pedri.
Vinicius Junior.
Macaulay, and the shot! And that could have brought them level.
He really didn't cover himself in any glory. His finishing let him down when he needed it most.
Could try cutting inside here. And it's Lam.
It's a good show of persistence, this. If they manage an equaliser, it'll be a great show.
Now it's Neymar. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He has found the way through. Now it's Neymar.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
That has been cut short. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Can he get it through? And this is Gullit. He's found the way through.
There will be 3 minutes.
Oh, he's been caught on it. He's having a shot. Oh, no, it's an own goal.
I don't think he knew too much about it, Peter. It comes off him awkwardly.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Costa Curta. Tries from a long way out. And we're done. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game yet to kick off.
to today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Shot, surely! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Mohamed Salah has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that. Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
Nice interception, well timed. Šeško. He's going to be disappointed with that. Tries to pass it through. Well, that looks a decent ball. Looking for the run. Real chance! It's in! First blood drawn.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. He is through here. Oh, nice touch. Makalele did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And it's Roberto. Vietnam looking to pass their way through. Gullit gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Šeško! Now who's... Oh, he's been caught on it here. Zanetti, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Bruno Fernandes! And that is wildly off target.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Now it's Mohamed Salah, now it's Pelé, now it's Gullit. That has ended up in no man's land. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Conte. Gullit showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He's a sharp little ball here. That is a brilliant interception. Buffon getting this one clear. That's really well manoeuvred. Gullit looking for options for movement. Pelé looking to get on the end of this. Roberto. Mbappe. Nicely weighted ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is...
Oh, he's been... Tries a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Šeško actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Vietnam with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, super ball! And he's made sure that's not getting through. And now a sudden chance to counter. Can he get it through? That's beautifully weighted. Not the most convincing of passes. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Matheus Cunha. Bruno Fernandes. Mbappe. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Van Dijk. Gullit. And it's Zanetti. That's a shade optimistic. Matheus Cunha.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And it's Albert Ferrer. He's in a good position here. Conte.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Played out to the right.
There will be 1 minute
Oh, he's
added
found
time.
support out wide. It's Salah! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Very speculative with...
There's the whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Vietnam can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we're underway again. Vietnam carrying a 1-goal lead. Delivery from Mbappe. Buffon claims it. Safe hands. Played out towards the right wing. Costa Curta. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And here's Mohamed Salah. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And it's Roberto. Mbappe. Varane spots it and intercepts. Šeško. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Pelé. Still just a single goal between the sides. He's picked his way. Chance for a shot! Oh, it's fallen kindly here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Almost an hour gone.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
And claimed it back swiftly. And it's Roberto. Rijkaard. And they can counter here. Now it's Ibrahimovic. He's in plenty of space here. Mohamed Salah could try cutting inside here.
Shanghai Shenhua really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Can he finish? Goal!
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 20, Mohamed Salah. Coming on the field.
Over to the left.
25, Zola.
Albert
Number
Ferrer
10,
does well to get it
Messi.
back.
Substitution in progress.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. Makaleli. Costa Curta. Albert Ferrer. It's Makaleli. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Conte. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know.
Decent chance! And he hits the net. And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Shanghai Shenhua are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing.
Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, what has happened here? Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Substitution on the field.
Well, height could make
19,
all the difference on these set pieces.
Number 14, Varane. Number 4, Conte.
He
Coming
gets
on the
big.
field, Number 17.
Oh, should have put that
number
away.
3,
Well, we could be
Aresi.
headed for a
Number
scenario
6,
in which next goal is the
Henderson.
winner. That chance could have been it too.
Now it's Pedri. And this is Torres. Thuram gets across to intercept that.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Now it's Vinicius Junior, and he's there to make the challenge.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Goes for finesse. Yes, he's done it! Late in the day, this could well be it! Was there ever any doubt?
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
4
There's
added
still a
minutes
bit
have
left
been
in it,
indicated.
Peter, but they should find the necessary...
And the shot! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Fernando Torres deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. And now they can clear their lines. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
What's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true. Just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
Van Dijk. Makaleli. Now it's Bale. No, that's been intercepted. Can he get on the end of this? It's not an especially good pass, that.
Mbappe really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Passing nice and neat. Šeško! Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Šeško. A lack of adventure up to now, just no breakthrough. Shoots! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Vietnam with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Tries a shot! And now they can spring out of defence. Beckenbauer pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Nice sequence of passes, this. Bale.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. And Makaleli. Now it's Gullit. In with the challenge. Oh, that's well spotted. Rijkaard. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Bale showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And this is Ronaldo. Ronaldo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Costa Curta. Albert Ferrer. Here's Matheus Cunha. Passing is crisp and sharp. Look at the space here. Oh, super ball. Matheus Cunha! That's a half-decent try. Great vision. And this is Ronaldo. Makaleli gets over and intercepts. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Roberto. Lovely feet. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Chips it through. Makaleli. Half an hour played now. And the pass is intercepted. He's through here. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Looking tidy in possession here. Now that's a lovely exchange. Bruno Fernandes. Gullit absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Some really good ball movement. Conte. That's good running with the ball. What Not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Šeško. That is good alertness. That's good play. Oh, what a ball!
He'd be disappointed with that.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Costa Curta. Zé Roberto. And it's Zé Roberto. Costa Curta. And it's Makalele. It's a good spell of possession, this. Matheus Cunha! And he was there to... And we've reached half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Please make
Well,
sure
I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in this second half.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And we are back underway.
Vietnam clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Knocks it out wide. Decent chance! Oh, taken with style. Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Vietnam are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal.
Goes for a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Bale will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That has been knocked clear. Passes short and sharp. Šeško. That has ended up in no man's land. Looking for options for movement. That looks a good ball through. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Little pass back. Beckenbauer. Not the most convincing of passes. And here's Mbappe. Bruno Fernandes. Lahm gets good distance on it. Rijkaard. Can he get onto this? He's shifting through the gears here. It's a promising position. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Goes down, but nothing given.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
They get a throw in.
Substitution on the field. Mbappe. Bruno Fernandes.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Mohamed Salah. Fernando Torres.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Looking tidy in possession here. Rijkaard. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. 1-0 the score. It's Salah! Bullet gets it away. And it's Albert Ferrer. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. For chance, surely! It is a fantastic goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here.
And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, we're on the way. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I don't think you're going to get many defenders who are as good as this fella, Koundé, when it comes to building from the back. I mean, he's always boasted impressive forward passes, where you see him hit the front line with diagonals, switch play. He's got a great, varied passing game, but I really have been surprised at how good a ball carrier.
Big chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, has another go! And it's come back out to him.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know.
Mbappe really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Distributed tidily. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Rafael Leao. Brazil ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Played back. Nicely weighted ball. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Chance for a shot! Oh, it's a stunning goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Vietnam have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Makaleli. And that interception was most necessary. And he's got the beating of his man. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. He's shifting through the gears here. Roberto picks it up out wide. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Well timed, excellent interception. Makaleli.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That's tidy. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Mbappe gets into a good position. Last-ditch defending, but that'll... He's had a shot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Now it's Mbappe, and he was quick to react. And that is as far as they're going to go. Koundé gets across to intercept that. Half an hour played now. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He has found... Can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Matheus Cunha. He's in plenty of space here. He's found a way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Messi. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Now it's Messi. Bruno Fernandes. Matheus Cunha. And he was alert to it. Platini. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Oh, this is a great position. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Vietnam have their third corner. Roberto plays it short. Back when it goes. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. And here's Mbappe. Roberto pings in across. Good ball, good take. Looking to play him in. And this is Messi. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul.
Well, I suppose the other choice, Peter, would have been to let your opponent score, so he had no other option.
Bullet! That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
And the half-time whistle goes. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think the scoreline offers a fair reflection of the level of endeavour from both teams. I think they lead because they did most of the probing. A little more penetration, I think, should help them get the job done.
Substitution on the field.
Vietnam can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we are back on the way.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
It's hit the upright. He's got away with one there.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Roberto. Vietnam come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Now it's Hullet. Hullet. Good purposeful running this. Bruno Fernandes. Vietnam looking to pass their way through. And it's Messi. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, he's having a shot! Danger averted for now. And that's a throw-in. Vieira. Still just a single goal between the sides. Albert Ferrer has found the net here, of course. Makaleli. It's Albert Ferrer. Zé Roberto. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Almost an hour gone. Vietnam finding their passes.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Platini. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vietnam do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Now it's Mbappe. Platini. Fired deep towards the back post. There's the shot! No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. Pinches it off him.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Šeško. Rijkaard. And it's Messi. Mbappe going about things with real menace. Makaleli. Maldini cuts it out. And it's Messi. Great vision. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Albert Ferrer. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Platini in with the challenge. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, he's found support out wide. And he's cut it out.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
And here's Bruno Fernandes. Šeško tries a shot! Superb from Šeško! A finish of true class! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Vietnam. And that's it. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Sheshko picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Vietnam may not have finished with 11, but they have shown terrific spirit, and they claim the win.
Well, that's what spirit and togetherness is all about, Peter. I thought they showed terrific desire and focus and fitness in refusing to settle for a draw. A time to hold heads high.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
We are glad to inform you that today's match day programs are available from stands.